but it's up to you.
See the comments where? I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. So, welcome everybody. So
What's
if you look,
up?
you're if you look on, if you're full screen, you won't be able to access it. But if you're
Okay.
not full screen, to the left, there's a comment option. So when people
Well,
comment,
we
you
can
can read it.
demonstrate for the audience here what happens when I exit full screen.
Yeah.
I get
Uh,
I get that colonial look very quickly. Like,
I'll pop the comments on the screen. How about that?
that's cool. Whatever.
Welcome everybody to
Yeah.
another episode of Stardom. Welcome back to the lounge. I'm your host, Jukebox Ginger. If you're in Florida, please be safe. I know there's some
Yeah.
damaging shit going on out there, so
Shit serious.
yeah, no joke. I've got a few friends that have been updating me with photos and videos and stuff like that. Spirit Medium Daniel says comment, so I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah.
And besides that, the weather here is gorgeous, man. I mean, today was fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you get outside at all?
No, I haven't been outside in like 3 years because like I went straight from COVID into this whole fucked up arm situation, and it just
Yeah.
hasn't
What
happened.
happened again with your arm? Like,
How much are you cool with like swearing and stuff? I want to make sure. Like,
dude, this is 100% uncensored.
okay, I want to. I can tone it down if you want, but if you don't care,
No,
whatever.
I really
Okay,
don't fucking care.
I just want to make sure I'm respectful.
85 in Arizona. That's really nice.
Oh, I'm from Arizona. I was born in Chandler. Cool.
Oh, right on. He just moved there. What is it, Daniel? Like 2 years? 1 year? It's been almost 1 year, I think. He moved from Delaware to there.
Yeah, I lived there. I lived there from when I was born up until I was like 5, and then we lived here in Kansas for like about a year, and then we moved back, and then I moved back permanently when I was about 11 or 12. So I've been here ever since.
Yeah, I like the different seasons here, though. It's nice.
I mean that's what people would say. Sierra Vista, yeah. All right, cool. Um, but sorry, I got to real.
No, you're good.
I think the heat is a lot different. If you're from that area, you'll know what I'm talking about. But like the heat's a lot different. It's like the numbers look scary, but like I actually kind of prefer the dry heat to the white heat because like here I just feel like I can't escape it. Like it's in my house and all over the place and all that. But Arizona, you kind of go inside and it's just it's not a problem anymore, really, for the most part. Or you like
Right.
stand under a tree and it gets a lot better actually. Like that actually works. You know?
Well, somebody I had on once said that living in the Midwest, around here, Texas, Oklahoma, is like walking into somebody's mouth.
Yeah, comparatively. Yeah, no
Yeah,
humidity. That's
yeah,
right.
no,
Yeah, very, very low. Like, single digit percentage at worst
yeah.
most of the time.
It was very true though. I mean, it's definitely like that. It can be 75, but the humidity is through the roof, so like you're sweating as soon as you walk out the damn door here.
Yeah, I grew up in like the like Mesa area basically, uh, and all that stuff. So like, I mean, like I said, down there, yeah, the summers can be a little brutal if you're standing in direct heat, but I don't know. In some ways, I kind of miss it compared to this because it's pretty miserable here
Well, in
in the middle of
Arizona,
the
don't you
country.
kind of have the best of both worlds? Like you have desert, and you have mountains if you go up north.
Yeah, if you go, yeah, that's the thing that people don't realize is like up north is beautiful like most of the year. So especially and you do actually get seasons from the heat to the shade is like yeah, yeah, exactly,
Yeah, yeah.
indeed.
It's been
He
a long
knows what I'm
time since
talking.
I
That's
went to
that's.
I went to Utah a lot when I was a kid, and it's similar in the desert in the middle of Utah.
Hmm.
So yeah, I get it.
I've only ever flown through Utah. I don't really have a reason to be there. I've seen the Salt Lake
It's
like a
it's
handful of times, but
it's similar. I mean, it's very similar. It's just like either desert or mountains, depending on where you are.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
He lives next to
Oh,
mountains. So.
you're in the south area. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, actually, I nodded my head like I knew where Sierra Vista was, but I honestly didn't. Probably should have mentioned that.
I
I
have
was
no
like
idea
Sierra
where it is
Vista,
either.
huh? And then I spent the next 15 minutes in the back of my head being like, where the hell is that? I
I
can't
mean,
remember.
I'm pretty sure he lives in a retirement home. I'm just fucking with
That's like
you.
most of the population there, though. Damn snowbirds.
He said 12 miles from Mexico.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. See, I'm not as familiar with some of the towns on the border, but I'm kind of more familiar with like central and north a little bit, and then kind of south towards like the uh, Tucson area and shit.
He said he sees the wall a lot, so that's good.
Yeah, there's a lot of If you've never if you've never really been to Arizona, that's pretty common for that area. Is like there's a lot of just border town stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I've been to Mexico twice, and both times we drove over, and it really does like just meld. Like you don't even notice if there wasn't border patrol there. It's the same shit.
I've been there.
Tombstone. Okay.
I've been to Tombstone.
Tombstone, yeah.
I was a kid, but I have been there. I remember. I've got pictures somewhere.
It's kind of like how like saying you're from a place like Sierra Vista is like telling people you're from Olathe here, where like they know what Kansas City is, but like Olathe is just like what.
Yeah. When I actually moved to Olathe originally, I was in middle school and I thought it was country, and it was definitely not country.
No.
It's just suburbs.
That's more like Salina or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, even where you're at, it's borderline, but not anymore, really.
No, actually, still pretty. I can see it creeping through the night a little bit, just to get to the point where we're gonna get more civilization. They're finally apparently fixing our shittiest, our shitty internet. We have, fun fact, here in the grand city of Spring Hill, we have the third worst internet in the entire country.
Is that a fact?
That's an actual fact. I looked it up.
Is it on your own blog? Is that where you found it?
No. I mean, I don't have a blog. I'm not a loser, but
hey, you could have a podcast, so you could be like me.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's even worse, really.
Yeah, I like to record my conversations that I have with people. It's wonderful.
It's this is one of those setups that's for like voyeuristic people or some shit like that. They're just like,
I'm one of those people who wish I could either sing or play an instrument, and I can't, so I just talk.
Yeah, these are just for show. I just like to pretend like it. I try to get. Texas is not the Wild West. Everyone cares. Yeah. It's not. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sounds like AZ to me.
So we were talking earlier about like how much we hate, social media and TikTok and stuff, which
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so true, man. I mean, I feel like people are constantly on their phones, constantly seeing what's updated or how many views they've gotten.
Well, I try hard to straddle the line between like old man yells at cloud and like the actual problems with it. I think somewhere in the middle is the correct thing.
Well, and I mean, there is a realistic the reality behind it is, I mean, it is a good source of exposure, and I've hated social media. I was never even on Facebook before I started a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm on every platform just so I can promote my shows and my shit that I do.
Yeah. Facebook's not even that good of a tool for promotion anymore.
What's up, man? Facebook user. I'm not sure who this is, but if you give us permission, I will know who this is.
Hello, Facebook faceless person. Faceless book person.
Constantly doing interviews on YouTube. Yes, that's exactly what I do. And I stream them live. And I put people, and I embarrass them with random topics like tonight that I'm trying to get into. Spirit Medium Daniel, thank you so much for interrupting. So one thing that I've noticed a lot, I know that's becoming a bigger thing, is people on their phones while they're driving, walking across the streets on their phone, not even paying attention to what they're doing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So for tonight's topic, I picked selfies, and I found some things that I thought were pretty interesting, and we're going to talk about them, whether it's in the background or the picture itself, whatever comes up. Sound good?
Yeah, cool.
I mentioned
real quick. I don't mean to derail you, but I gotta do something. Coolio just passed away, so I gotta pour one out for the homie real quick.
I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee here and act like I know who Coolio is.
I set up the. Oh, you don't know Gangsta's Paradise? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I know I know the song.
I set up this bit beforehand, but then I was a dumbass and I didn't get a bottle opener. So give me one.
While he is walking away, I'm going to keep talking because At least somebody's in here watching us. So Spirit Medium Daniel, thank you for tuning in, man. First off, hopefully your last thing went well. You know, it's funny because you said you weren't a loser, but here you are pouring one for somebody that's dead.
What? What do you mean?
What's the point?
Showing respect to cultural icons, sir.
No, wait, you're just gonna drink it anyways.
Well, this is good beer. I got to respect the beer too. And pour it like a jackass so that I have to wait.
Perfect. Little head on there. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, man.
That's how I like my beer. This is
yes, Daniel. We figured that out before we went live.
It's a chocolate ale from Boulevard.
That looks alright.
Kind of interesting.
He tried to get it out as much as he could, but he can't get it all out. So yes, there is a little bit of feedback. So I was talking about like the dangers.
Is there still some feedback? It should be pretty.
It's, for the most part, but there's still a little bit there.
That's
Here's
weird.
the first picture I have of somebody sitting on the edge of a skyscraper taking a picture. and I took this because I've been seeing a lot of like stupid shit that people are doing.
Oh yeah, I've seen these guys that like get up on like really high buildings and shit, and like with a selfie stick, you know.
Yes, or they're like climbing them, and they're like above the clouds and shit. They spend like overnight climbing these buildings just to get a selfie at the top of it.
Got
for millions and millions of views.
Symptom of that IG culture, man.
I did have one clip that hit like 13K in like 2 hours, and I would be honest, I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" It felt cool, man. It was like, "What the fuck is this?" So I could see how people get addicted to it, but you know,
I don't know. Like I've attempted. The problem with me is like every time, like anything outside of Facebook, because being a musician, you know, all this shit behind me.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's green screen.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. You got to keep up appearances, you know. Anyways, like I've even this is none of this like me hating social media shit is new or for lack of trying. It's like when Twitter first came out, I didn't fucking understand it, and over the years, I've understood it less and less until it became like the worst place on the internet. to be period. And then I was just like, now I don't even want to. But weird thing about obviously the things that you and I do is that it just kind of forces us to interact with that kind of space, even when we really would prefer not to.
Yeah, man. No, and I had a artist on the other day, and he blew up before any of that.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that. I'm like, man, that says something right there. The fact that you got famous.
Was it like, what did he do, like MySpace or some shit, or just
No, he's just, like, I mean, he's been doing it since the 80s, or late 80s, you know, before.
Okay, so he got it. So he got in before like that door closed completely forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, it makes it easier for some people, but then again, it makes it that much more ridiculous because of the stupid shit that people do that go crazy viral and whatnot.
It's a double-edged sword. Most new technology is like this. If you're savvy on that kind of thing, is that there's always a net positive and a net negative, and they kind of happen at the same time. It's like on one hand, I can easily as a music consumer go out and find millions of people doing stuff that I would have never seen otherwise, really easily. Like,
right.
Whereas before, you know, they had to trade tapes and it had to be like person to person and all this stuff in the 80s and 90s and whatever. And now it's like the accessibility is high, but that also makes the competition high, which is a problem, you know.
Yeah.
So, like if you're the creator, it's not really great for you, but it also is because you can reach people easily, but getting above the riffraff is way harder than it used to be because there's not some guy going yes and no and whatever. It's just all white noise at the same time. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure like 80% of teens have access to the internet now because of their phones.
Yeah, people just grow up
even
with it now.
younger. Yeah, you know, by the time you're 5, you know what a tablet is and how to use it. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I back in my day, that kind of shit. You know, but I do remember when the internet was basically like not a fixture of life for sure. And you're about my age, so you do
Yeah.
too. But and like in some ways, I don't know. I kind of grew up on it like in a way, but it wasn't like newer generations where it's like you almost have to be on it, like it's a requirement for normal social and like professional interaction and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the part where it got weird for me, I think.
I mean, TikToks was like having one of those keychain Tamagotchis when you were in elementary school, man.
I did have one of those fuckers too.
I did. I know. Yeah.
Thing just shit itself.
You
and
literally
died.
you clean up its
Like,
shit,
really
you
quickly.
feed it. Yeah, that was it. And you start all over. That was it. That's all you did.
Dude, I bet you if they brought that back as a phone app, I bet you it'd be really popular. Actually, I don't know why they haven't.
I saw a meme that said Fitbit is like a Tamagotchi, but for yourself.
Yeah.
How to keep yourself alive.
I don't have a rebuttal for that one. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. It's pretty on point. All right, I got a little clip here. Let's see if I can get this to work here.
Yeah.
I'm going to try really hard, and hopefully it will.
Just I don't think the falling part, like I've seen plenty of those kind of videos. I think it's like the speed at which she just like just the car crash in slow motion of that moment.
The slow motion is probably my favorite.
Like it's not like she just flipped the fuck over. It's just like this. It's like the tower's falling down on 9/11 or some shit.
It's hard to feel bad too, man. I mean, I see people run into like billboards, not billboards, but signs and shit because they're not paying attention, or trees, or they run into the doorway because they're on their phone.
I got no room to talk about my car's fucking out because I was like distracted and hit somebody. So.
Oh no, man!
I'm that guy.
You are the sole reason.
I'm that fucking guy.
Yeah. That's why I even knew that, and that's why I picked this topic. I actually didn't know that, but it fits. No. It fits.
It was 100% my fault, but also my excuse is I have ADHD and that shit happens to me. I have to really drive in a specific kind of way to like avoid those situations because they will happen to me much more easily than the average person. But that was just like a moment where like what happened was I went to this guy in like the middle of Kansas to pick up some gaming stuff because I collect that shit, as you might know, so I get there and I haven't seen this guy since like high school and I'm talking to him and shit like that and things about social interaction like that is I get kind of like excited and activated and shit. And so then I get back in my car with this buzzy feeling, and that's when typically my head goes in 5 different directions, and it was just it's just something that happened. Like and it was it's like all the bad things pile up. It's like crazy social interaction that doesn't happen all the time. Place that I'm not familiar with, the only fucking stop sign in the whole area, I swear to God.
Oh, no.
So I had no idea it was coming.
You hit the stop sign?
Yeah, it's just like the plan all came. No, I didn't hit the stop sign. I saw it late and I slammed my brakes and it just so happened that number 4, somebody was going through this intersection at the same time as me. Of all the times for that to happen. So it was just it sucked. But yeah, I like if I had been paying a little more attention, it would have been. I take responsibility for that.
Well, that does play into this one right here because it says this traffic,
and there's no traffic,
and there's literally no traffic at all. She's got a coffee in one hand. She's taking a picture with the other hand. You see that right here?
Yeah.
So she's either using her knee or she's not.
Well, I'm trying to observe this objectively, but is that hand kind of like up against the wheel? Because I've done shit like that before, but not like trying to take a photo at the same time.
Let's see here. No, hold on a second.
I don't know. It's hard to see.
It is hard to tell. Well, I exited out of it. Dang it! It's all your fault.
I made you look a little closer. Oh damn.
Dang it. Trying to
It's
move around in here. Okay,
dumb.
so no, look. So it looks like no, I don't see.
It's hard. It's hard to tell, but we'll just assume for the sake of the joke that she's
Yes.
not holding on to that
No.
damn thing because
Yeah.
it looks. I will admit, it looks sus as fuck.
Yes, it does. If I was driving by her, I would probably fucking like scare the shit out of her and make her drive off the road.
She's gonna take care of that for you, so don't worry about it.
No shit, man. I mean, I have used my knee to drive before.
Right. I'm saying, like, I think everybody does that a little bit. Cocaine dreams.
Yep. It makes you do crazy shit. Whoever Facebook user is, once again, thank you. I don't know who you are.
If you want to comment your name, that would maybe help us out a little bit.
Well, you can give us access to see who it is.
That too. That's shit that the other guy knows, not me, because it's not my podcast.
Base from the ROC. What's happening, man? I do like it because I stream. So I'm streaming on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube all at the same time. So I do get comments from Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it was two different platforms at the same time, so that was interesting.
It is nice. I like it. I like it a lot. And it helps.
That's a huge benefit, actually. I see that.
Oh, well, yes. So he said, hello, white people.
Yeah, white people.
Right here in Kansas. Us white folk here in Kansas City.
This is where we belong. We'll take kindly your types.
You stay over there on the West Coast in Cali, soaking up them ocean waves.
More hello, white people.
No, I just had to pop it back up.
I didn't expect all this racism when I got on this fucking podcast.
Fuck, man. I mean, we're just attacking you over here. You know, running into crashing your car because you're multitasking and now you're white.
It's all them white drivers. That's white driver problems right there.
He said it's beautiful and he loves gingers. So there's that.
I think he might be coming on to you a little bit.
Well, he's always coming on. He's always coming on to me. That's just base. I mean, you know, there's a lot of other things that are that you got to pay attention to when you are posting stuff, because if you look, I mean, that looks like a pretty bad rash, but if you look even closer, that dude's ass is hanging out.
that dead ass took me a second to fucking see that. The fuck?
Yeah, I mean, and it clearly got posted somehow. So.
That guy's either a complete idiot or a fucking genius, and I can't tell which.
I'm gonna guess he was texting on his phone while riding his motorcycle.
I don't know.
It's a complete idiot.
Might have burned himself on a pipe while he was fixing the toilet.
I mean, he's either pissing. I don't know what he's doing, man, because he's got to be taking the picture. So I don't know this setup because his pants are down. So, and the only thing that would make sense is that he was taking a piss. But that would mean that he's not holding his dick while he's pissing. He's holding his phone to take the picture.
I mean, respect. I appreciate the cojones. He must have gigantic balls to just be the guy.
Yeah.
That's road rash.
It's definitely road rash. Man, I like the glory hole manager, though. That's a good one. I mean, I guess if his dick was in a glory hole, then he wouldn't need his hands. All right, man. Have you ever taken any stupid pictures and then like posted it on Facebook or anything and then took it down because you realized something was wrong with it?
No, I'm not an idiot. That's the benefit of being smart.
There's Bash. There's Bash from the ROCs, and now I'm in here. He's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right on. I feel special now that I know who it is.
You finally upgraded your life a little bit. Congrats on getting here.
Now you can officially be one of us white folk here in Kansas.
It's only fucking downhill from here. You're at the top. This is the peak of your entire life for the rest of your days.
I did find this one right here. This guy's taking a picture with his little one. And if you notice in the background, The first thing I noticed is actually that he needs to cut his grass.
Sure. That's the interesting part of the photo. Yeah.
Good looking dog. Good looking dog too, man.
I mean, he's assuming the position.
If
that's your kind of thing, I'm not a. If that's your kind of thing, I'm not a judge.
Mace, are you referring to me or Tony? Rue and Doug, funny, had a love child. I'm gonna guess he's referring to me. I'm not sure. I'll wait for a response on that one.
It's probably me. If you're trying to tell me I'm ugly, you can't hurt me right now. I'm aware. I had 32 years to figure that shit out. Can't tell me anything new.
Yeah, he said Tony. Well, thank you for breaking him in. He's been on once before, but you haven't been on here, so
it wasn't good. Don't look it up. This one is superior already. We're only 25 minutes in.
Only 25 minutes in here. But I've it's funny because actually my last show I kept trying to wipe my nose because it kept running, and it got to a point where I could almost see it coming down my my hairs.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, man, I'm gonna have this fucking snot running around when I'm talking on the show. So I lean over real quick and fucking wipe it off. But it's when you're live, it's
a comedy podcast. You just fucking roll with it.
Go with it.
Just be like, God damn it! Just turn it into a bit. Just start wiping your nose even when it's not there.
He tried to end it with a compliment.
just not classically beautiful. That is the biggest backhanded compliment I think I've ever had. But thanks. I appreciate the effort.
Hey, at least you're participating, I guess. All right, next image here. Okay, I've got 12 of them, so we're actually doing really fucking good on time here. Sick. You know what it is? I think every time I zoom in, it's fucking up the image. But here we go. Okay, so she's clearly trying to show off her. She's got a little lip ring going on here. Mm-hmm. But in the background, look at the mirror. Some dude's totally just checking her out. Actually, if you look behind her, you can see his shoulder.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
She gave him the opportunity. He just took it. It's not his fault.
That dude caught in fucking 480p right there.
And I mean, wherever they are, they got some good deals going on. If you look in the corner, it says 2 for $20. That's not bad for some glasses, bro.
2 for $20. I don't know. I feel like that might be a ripoff considering what's on her fucking face right now.
That's one of those 2 for $1 specials. You just flip it. You get one. Actually, there's no lenses in the bottom.
They probably paid 89 cents for them fuckers.
She probably works there. She doesn't even pay for them.
Oh, what a perk! What a perk of the job. Shitty fucking sunglasses.
Stand around, take selfies, and just get stared at by old dudes. That'd be great. What a great job. SpongeBob, but nice.
You're correct.
Man, they're everywhere, dude. I was downtown.
We were down square, but
we were downtown doing something not too long ago, and there was these fucking middle school girls taking poses of each other right next to the street, a group of them, dude. Yeah. They were all using their phones, and you knew they were just doing live shit on TikTok. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, fuck, man. That's the culture of these days, man. That's the way it goes.
Whoa, what the fuck was that? Holy shit. It was I don't know if you heard that. It was a huge spike. Whoa. Spike. Jesus. Okay. Sorry. That derailed me completely. I was gonna say I'm not gonna name names, but there's somebody I know who's I fucking see them constantly doing that shit, and I can't figure out what the fucking just you know who it is. You might remember her too, but that's as specific as I'll get on camera.
I'm gonna say no, but you can probably tell me later.
I'll mention the name later, but she's constantly like, and like setting it up, and like fucking doing her dances and shit. And I'm outside working, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
You know what I was talking to Amanda about it. I said, you know what would be huge to patent would be lenses that had filters built into them, like contact lenses that had
Oh,
filters that you could adjust on your phone, so you could see everything in whatever filter you want. As stupid as that is, as stupid as that is,
be
I bet you it will. The
government's
government's
listening.
listening.
Yeah,
It's,
we belong to a specific government that shall
yeah.
not be named,
Hey,
and
if
and
they're
we're
listening, I'm gonna
concerned.
get in trouble. Stop.
We concerned about it. Got to
I'm gonna have
delete.
to go hide my stash of pot that I'm growing back here in the backwoods here in Kansas
Oh right,
City.
yeah. No, you're definitely not doing that at all. Just to be clear, that was for comedy purposes.
Oh, I really don't. But no. For work purposes, I do not partake in that.
No. I mean, work purposes or not, I actually don't. I don't like weed that much. So
Oh
I've
well,
never.
yeah. I knew that.
I've been around it quite a bit, being doing the thing that I do for a hobby. So,
Right.
like I've had people. It's been around me. I did try it one time because I went down and there was a old uh, like grade school friend of mine that I hadn't seen in a very long time, and it just happened to be his birthday, and he's like, "Hey, we're all token up for my birthday," and I was like, I didn't want to be that guy. In that situation, first time I'd seen him in like literally 10 years, 15 years, I was just like, "Fuck it, okay, I'll try it."
Right.
Wasn't I hate it. I always never really liked the smell of it, and it basically tastes the way it smells. So it was just not my fucking cup of tea at all. So I'd like I knew me being like kind of playing 4D chess on this situation. I'm like they're too fucking high. They're not gonna know. So I just like put it in my mouth and puffed it out, and I'm like, yeah, this shit's fucking me up, man. This is some great weed. I'm sure it was like some really cheap like bong ass. I don't know. Like I don't know what the difference is, but obviously, but I'm sure it was not good at all.
You're explaining it so well, so I can tell your sincerity is definitely there.
Yeah, so like, but that was like my attempt to like it, and I hated it completely. There was
Just
no
like
and like
same with people. That's the same with people in beer, though. I mean, some people hate the taste of beer.
yeah, like my wife hates beer. She'll drink liquor all day, but she hates beer. She can't. I've stuck to my guns that like everybody has like a beer that they taste that eventually makes them like beer, but she's kind of proven me wrong partially.
Same
At
with my
least
wife.
I think
My
for
wife
most
doesn't.
people, that's the truth. But there are some people that just will never like the taste of hops ever.
Yeah,
That's okay, I guess.
that's fine. Yeah, it is what it
Yeah.
is. You got your weed, I got my beer. So yeah, it is what it is. Or
I
you
know.
got your liquor, man.
No weed for me. Just the one time, and it was horrible. It's cool. I mean, it's cool if somebody else wants to.
I
Obviously,
think
like I said,
my
I'd go in
favorite
the
is
room
when
with it.
people do it and they get paranoid. That's so funny, man. I love it.
I've hardly experienced. The thing that made me come around to like this is not really that big of a deal is the amount of times that my bass player was just like blasted on the stuff and drove us home completely fine for like cross country, no problems whatsoever. And I was like, this is what people are mad about. Like it actually made him a chill motherfucker. I was like, this is
Yeah.
a pleasant experience.
Yes. Why do you think it's becoming legal so easily?
Yeah, I know. It was just like, she's way overblown.
If anything, you get like two baked, and then you don't want to go anywhere. But that's it.
Yeah, worst case scenario, he got a little sleepy and we had to pull over for an hour and take a nap. But like, who gives a shit?
Right. Oh man, I had to take a nap. This is ridiculous.
or like I just had to switch seats with him or some shit. But
Right.
take over for a minute.
So this one's pretty good. I don't know if you can see what's going on in the background here.
Well, my worst nightmare. This I could see just from this party.
Okay, right over here. You see the left corner there? Top left corner.
I might be missing it. What's up?
Top left corner. Dude's bent over doing a little upskirt. photo there.
Oh, is that what's in his hand? Okay,
Yeah.
I was having trouble. I was like, what's he doing? Like fucking tailoring surfaces or some shit? Like
These girls are taking a selfie together, man. And then the guy in the background is bent over doing a little upskirt, trying to be sneaky.
ah.
Apparently he's doing a decent job. You didn't see it.
Hey, but you can't. The important part is you can't get canceled because your face isn't in the photo. Fucking sad.
So true. I'm not worried about it.
Got
Actually,
away with it.
I wanted to compliment the weather because if you look in the reflection of the sunglasses, it looks like a beautiful day.
Hey, that
partly
was
cloudy, man.
Photo, that was every photo in this time period was shitty cell phone, cloudy day, no idea about lighting whatsoever. For reference, my wife is a photographer, so I kind of know some of this shit. And I knew some of that beforehand, but yeah.
Either those sunglasses are making her arms look really good, or she's just got really long arms.
I'm gonna go with really long arms. You just look at the physique of person number 2 on the right there. You know, you got that kind of androgynous look, just like walking around, knuckle dragging and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. It's a decent picture, minus the dude. You know,
we're not here to judge. We are gender friendly. All non-binary people are welcome.
For those government people who are listening right now, just to clarify something.
No, one of my best friends is actually trans and stuff, but but like, but still, it's still pretty funny.
There's this. I feel like this is something that I would probably do as well. This girl's totally just throwing up a deuce sign, and then behind her, people driving by, flipping them off.
He did it, boys.
He did it
for all of us. Accomplished it.
And I'm sure he fixed everything with that right
there. I'm gonna guess by the weird razor blade fucking earrings that he fixed nothing. This girl doesn't need a photobomb. She needs fucking therapy.
Those are in, okay, man? They're in. Throwing up the deuce sign, man.
Listen, I've had depression my whole life. It's not cool. Okay. It is not trendy. Stop that shit.
No shit, man. It's man, but it's not gonna go away. Everybody's selfies are like
what? My depression.
As long
Thanks
as
for reminding me.
As long as this stuff is there,
reminder.
then it ain't going anywhere, man.
I needed that.
You know, maybe one day a solar flare will swing by and just knock out.
Just fucking kill everybody? Yes. I've been praying for it.
Then we'll be set, man. We don't have to worry about it.
No more pain. Let's go.
It'll be a neutral.
Apocalypse now.
Just be a neutral for everybody. Let's take care of all this. I mean, it's happening. And actually, I don't know if you've been listening to the news, but glaciers are melting at an alarming rate.
What a segue.
So if it's not the solar flares, it's going to be flooding by glaciers melting. So yeah.
How about drowning and burning at the same time? That sounds like the way to go. both cataclysmic events simultaneously.
Well, at least a solar flare would be instant, though. I mean,
well, I mean, really, like here's my actually, because I'm a science nerd, but like, solar flare is not gonna kill us. It would be the expansion of the star you see in a billion some odd fucking years when literally the Earth just decides that it's gonna be part of the sun. Like, they've been eye fucking each other for centuries and billions of years, but someday it's gonna actually happen.
Yeah,
just
gonna merge.
The Earth is gonna lose its sun virginity.
Become one with the sun.
We've been cheering him on from the sidelines, like our boy finally did it.
Mother Nature's been sitting on the side, just flirting with it. Come on, come get me. I'm right here. Come on.
All that fucking orbital foreplay happening there.
then you got these other douchebags that post stuff like this, if you look at the background.
He's got his mom fucking taking the photo. That's the one you put on your Tinder profile for sure. You're gonna get all the hits, man.
POF. He's all over POF, man.
I don't know. Put it on what the fuck? Put it on Grindr. That'll fucking work.
I don't even know what Grindr is. I've heard of it.
It's gay Tinder.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it really is. Basically.
Hey, you get plenty of hits, man.
It's not that you have to be gay. It's just you're gonna be gay. Probably. High chance.
Here's what it is, but just letting you know.
It's not written in the TOS explicitly, but it's kind of implied. Just an unwritten rule,
Is that what it is? I don't think I've never been on one of those sites.
I did it for a week, just like as a like experiment, just to see. I messaged some of the stupidest shit to random girls. They were probably all bots, and that's why they didn't respond. But like,
and that's another thing I was gonna say is the way that the world is now. Like, I'm gonna guess they're just flooded with bots, all of them.
Oh, absolutely.
So people go on there, they're like, oh yes, oh yeah, look at all these people liking me.
You can just tell. You can tell if you're paying attention. You can tell the difference between like a real person and a bot because there's a level of perfection that just goes over that uncanny valley kind of line where it's just like it's just too much. There's no way you actually exist. I see that shit. Like fucking eyeball on that. But I mean, for one example, I had this one girl I messaged where, like the profile picture was great. Obviously, like I have high standards. me and my non-classically beautiful person that I am.
From Kansas.
This fucking aesthetic I'm rocking right here. So that ugly, but when I get called out on it, when I call somebody out on calling me ugly, they want to like backpedal a little bit. That kind of vibe. That's the thing I shoot for. So I'm on there with like pictures of when I was more attractive 10 years ago and shit like that, and all the classic beats. And this girl's like eating a sandwich or for some fucking reason, and I was like, "Damn, girl!" And I was like, "That sandwich looks so fucking good." And I was just having.
Where'd you get that?
I was like, "Damn, where you get that shit, baby? I want a piece of that action, that sandwich action, baby. Oh fuck, is that Jimmy John's or some shit? Because where they wanted the buy one get one free special, baby. Oh man, that gets me hot. And I'm just bullshitting, but it got boring after about a week because you just don't get replies. It's just the truth. So like even when I'm fucking bullshitting, I was like I'm not even doing this for real because I'm literally married. I'm just trying to fucking bullshit and have fun, but literally nobody responds to you either way. Even if I thought some of it was clever, they're just like, cheep, 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 So who gives a shit, whatever. I was like, wow, this fucking sucks. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with this.
And actually, it's funny as you get big on like TikTok and Instagram, you get more and more bots, like even more. Like you start out new and you get some, but then as you get bigger, you get flooded with them. Like
you get that recognition, that brand recognition going on with the bots.
It's the actual algorithm doing it, making you
because you're actually
feel like it.
Because Googling your name isn't the most depressing thing, at least. Like it doesn't go. It goes from 0 to like a little over 0 at least. So you have something to actually pull from in the database.
Right. Everything that you click on and do is just another thing to track about you as a person. And nobody gives a shit because they're just like on their phone. I wonder how. I'm gonna guess people on their phone.
That's why I stare into the camera when I masturbate, so that I know that the guy watching on the other end really gets the full experience. He wants that girlfriend experience, and I'm here to give it to him.
Lick my lips and everything.
It's like, oh yeah, you like that?
A little bit of oil, just squeeze it in your hand.
I make sure everything front and center, baby.
Bring out the basket full
Really
of
put on a
lotion.
show. If
All right, next up.
If I was smart, I'd go into cam girl shit though, because I'm just here doing it for free like a loser.
Yeah, you just need to go on OnlyFans, man. That's what you got to do.
Yeah,
This says, spending time with my Nana on this
she
lovely
definitely got an
Sunday.
OnlyFans.
Do you
Fucking
see what
100%.
you see what she's holding? That's like her grandma's
Oh no
urn.
no!
It's an urn.
That clout chaser bullshit right there. You poor
That's
clout
like
chasing
so
whore.
fucked up. Spending time with my Nana. Don't look at my tits, you pervert.
Oh, Jesus.
You pervert. I'm over here mourning.
Hey, she had to figure out how to get somebody to give a shit about her dead grandma somehow.
Oh man, I feel bad for the grandma. Look at that tiny ass urn, man.
She's like, damn, these normal sad posts are just not gaining enough traction.
I got an idea.
I feel like the heart reacts are lacking a little bit. Maybe I should use my normal marketing strategy.
It seems to work better when I'm in a swimsuit. Let me just change real fast. There's so many of them, so many of those everywhere. Even TikTok is nothing but like.
I'm sorry, that went a little hard in the paper.
No, that's kind of. There's literally a part why I threw that on there, man.
I'm gonna ease off on the next couple ones just for everybody watching. You need a little bit of a break from that one.
Be like, damn, your Nana's
hot in here.
Your Nana's urn is making me pretty hot right now. I'm just saying. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Do you need any towel down a bit? Shit.
All right, I got a couple more here.
Right.
This says, patient had a heart attack and is now in an ambulance, and I'm in her bathroom taking selfies. Yes, I did what I'm trained to do until the ambulance arrived. Out of my hands now, just bored.
Fair. I see nothing wrong. I see nothing wrong with this. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Just fucking stare at her awkwardly, like?
No, actually, the first thing that I think of is go in their bathroom and take a selfie.
Ma'am? Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably be taking selfies too. Like, fuck.
I'm just gonna go in this lady's bathroom and take a selfie real quick.
The one thing she didn't do was pull her tits out, and that's where I give her the real respect.
I guess she could have.
There's a hierarchy. There's a hierarchy we've established.
No,
here.
she didn't try. Well, she's got the hip. She's got that little hip. She's got that hip thing going there, though. I mean, she could be. Not really a hip guy.
That's that thing where you start an OnlyFans, but not intentionally. Yeah. That's a classier type of, whatever. That's what you gotta look for. That's what you gotta look for in a mate. Is just that higher class kind of shit.
Yeah, man. I mean,
when you're out there on Grindr and whatever the fuck.
Well, and for those of you, I mean, I think that's the moral of this episode is just keep being yourself so that we can talk shit about you. That's the whole point. Just make sure it goes on your phone. Make sure to record it so I have something to talk about.
I'm just looking for a higher class of prostitute. That's all I'm asking for.
Please don't take $10 from me. Ask for more, okay? Ask for at least 50.
It just comes off as less needy and desperate, I suppose. like I asked you for it first, not the other way around.
At least talk me down, or let talk me up. Something. Meet me in the middle, but don't start out at the bottom.
I'm just a negotiator, baby. Haggle with me. That's all.
All right, dude. So that's the last one, but I mean, it's
I think we ran that for a solid 50 minutes. Let's be honest.
That was good, man.
Bad.
That went really well. That was
not
bad. A good set. And I've been doing pretty good at like controlling the flow of each episode to make it last almost an hour.
I do think I think the format works. Like it just whenever it dies out a little bit, it's just something else to read.
Yeah,
jump
throw
in. I
another
get
one
it.
in, man. Yeah, you just
Yeah,
get back on track, so it's
I
good.
feel it.
And it only takes about 10 to 12. Usually I don't even do all of them. Sometimes I hit the full 10, but if I know I'm getting close, I'll drag out one.
Depends on your guest, I would suppose.
Yeah, dude, I've
Yeah.
totally had some where there's like that tension where like they don't know how to respond, and then you get that vibe like,
Yeah,
okay, this ain't gonna work.
you gotta work a little harder for it. Yeah, I get it.
Well, and that's why like so when I have certain guests on, like I'll say there's stuff that I can't talk about because if the best part about this is I don't tell anybody the topic until it's live because it makes it more interesting because they don't like
spontaneous.
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's perfect. It works so well, and it makes it not like a normal interview, so it's perfect. But yeah, I have had people come on, and it's just like they don't it doesn't click, or they don't have that comical sense, so it makes it more bland, and it's just like all right, let's burn through this real quick. So I can delete the episode.
Here we go again, CJ. You know,
I'll get my 40-second clip out of this, and then I'm burning this whole video.
Yeah, not naming names again, but yeah. Yeah, no.
I've done it. I've done it on my own too. You know, I've had fucked up episodes where I didn't have the audio right. First episode we did.
I came in respecting the craft. I had a beer and I had coffee, and I was like, let's fucking do this.
Yeah, dude.
Go time.
We went hard, and the comments help too. I love having the comments and interacting.
Oh yeah, having people to bounce off of is the best because like I've done Twitch here and there and shit, and it sucks when you just talk for an hour.
Nobody on there.
That's just like, well, fuck. What did I do in my life? Contemplating my choices that I've made in this far.
So overall, definitely an improvement. You think?
I think the flow went a lot better, yeah. And on let's be honest, just like I think you having your background and a bunch of other shit like that going on, and we both have like better mics than we tried that time and all that stuff. Like I think all of that's working in its favor, and we're not awkwardly perched on couches next to each other,
drinking beer, trying to lean in real close.
Yeah, trying to not like have the camera showing all my fat in the fucking shot. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure we had that same lighting issue as you were having when we first popped on.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the thing is I don't like I need to you know, obviously I've been out of work all year essentially. I mean, still getting my disability checks or whatever.
The cool thing about this one is,
but I don't have any key lighting yet. I haven't gotten around to it, so.
This is very tight knit little corner closet of the basement, and I got the green screen right behind me, so it's like a little triangle that's mine. You know?
I think your aesthetic has improved significantly, so that's cool.
I appreciate that, yeah. And actually, you should come on some more. I mean, if you're just sitting around whenever I do my shows, you just pop on with me.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I got nothing fucking going on right now. I mean, like I'm here. You see all these guitars and like shit behind me because I've been trying to use this time. Like you know, and artistry is a weird thing where like some days you just don't feel it, and it's not a good idea to force it because then it just sounds forced. Like people you'd be surprised how smart the audience is. Like they pick up on that shit. So there's just like a lot of days where like, and I struggle with motivation a little bit sometimes, to be honest. So like, it's kind of a thing where you just, if you're really not feeling it, it's not a good idea to go sit for 3 hours and try to feel it. Just don't fucking do it. So like, I'm just trying to let it happen as much as possible. But is there a way we can like plug a song real quick?
Yeah, dude, whatever you want to do. Do it, man.
All right, let me get that fucking link.
You can share.
Actually, I think
you can
I
share
sent that
files.
one to you already, I think. You remember that message?
Did you send it through Messenger?
I think so.
Let me see here.
I mean, I could pull it up again if that's easier for you, but
let's see. Bear with us, people. Tony.
This is the song that doesn't end.
We talked quite a bit before then, so I'm trying to figure out.
Let me.
There it is, Jupiter.
Did you find it? Okay, yeah, Jupiter.
Let me. I got an idea. Hold on here. Let's see.
So if you're kind of into like Static X is one of my biggest influences, honestly, and if you're kind of into like that sort of techno metal shit a little bit, like this is one of those songs. I don't want to say like it sounds completely like them, but there's some similarities. It's kind of like that kind of electronic metal, like cyber shit. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. I don't have a good. I never I know I can never explain my shit very well, but this is like one thing I've actually been showing to people, and it kind of has a vibe of a good chunk of the album, more
Yeah.
varied than that. It's a double album I've been working on for 7 years. So
Oh no shit.
yeah,
All right, here we go.
big thematic fucking thing. So this song is about me just completely losing my shit basically, and just being really fucking mad at everything. So
Let me see. Let me see if I can. Oh,
it's called Jupiter,
yeah, it's right here. I'm trying to get to where.
where it sounds right. Yeah.
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 So share screen. All right, this will be a little weird, but it'll work.
Should be fine. SoundCloud, the choice of the consummate professional. I don't think I'm hearing that very well.
Is that really loud?
No. It's super quiet on my end.
Perfect.
Oh, really? I'm not sure if that's coming through or not.
Okay.
All right. Preview.
I mean, it's fantastic. That's long, man. It's good.
I mean, I was honestly impressed with myself for fitting that into 5 minutes, to be honest. Because I kind of do. I hope that got heard because like I couldn't hear anything over on my side, but I don't know what it sounds like for you. So, but we'll see. But
you couldn't hear any of it.
I'm not for me now. So I don't know. Like I heard like very very quiet, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it didn't. But
I guess we'll see what happens. I hope we got it.
I guess so.
I'll put the link in the description. For this.
We tried better. If you're curious about what the fuck just happened,
it was basically just me banging my head to silence. For, what, 2.5 minutes.
I just tried to respect the process.
You just let it happen. Cool,
just
man.
let it happen.
No,
like
dude, that's killer.
Just like all those motherfuckers taking selfies.
So was that all you?
I brought it back around.
Was that all you, by the way?
So I had a friend that I've known. Jesus, how long? Probably 20 years almost. Like I have a group of friends and stuff that I've known like since I moved here. Essentially, like I said, about 6th grade when I was like 11 or 12, and I met him a few years later. But him and a bunch of my other really good friends. But yeah, like I don't know. I'm kind of weird and random and experimental in some ways. If you listen to the song, you might hear that. I guess it might be obvious to you. But the the fucking thing about that is just like I kind of don't, rather than, since like I'm not like a known person, I can't just like call up people that with names, big names. And I thought it would be cool to just like have random people that nobody's heard of and my friends and stuff. And so he just, at one point a while back, he had asked me if it would be cool, because he just really wanted to do vocals. He's kind of just like practiced in the shower a bunch of times and whatever. And I was like, hey, fuck it. Like I got that kind of ethos about the whole project. It's just like very DIY and all that shit. So
Yeah,
I thought it'd just be cool, just as a favor to him, because I love the guy so much and whatever. Just to let him get on and do his shit. And you know, with like about the same amount of processing that I do to anybody's vocals, he sounded fucking great. You know.
Yeah, man.
So.
It's good. It's really good, man.
So he's the one doing those lower growl vocals throughout the whole thing. So I went. So me, I can do those, but just to offset that, I went for the higher register, and then so if you hear a guy going like that, then that's him. But
Gotcha.
the rest of it's me. Yeah.
Sweet, dude. That's good. I like that heavier stuff.
Yeah, it's that's the heaviest song on the album. It's the most intense one for sure, but it fits the theme. The whole thing's very thematic. So like when I'm like, oh, this is my crazy angry breakdown song, then I'm gonna go as fucking hard on that as I can. Whereas some of the stuff is really not metal at all, like really very not metal. So it's just very varied.
The beautiful of doing everything. What's so beautiful about doing all on your own too? You know, you got that freedom.
Yeah, I don't have record executives telling me what to do, but I also don't have record executives like pumping my shit out either. So it's a double.
Yeah, you know,
gotta do it all on your own, but you gotta really do it all on your own.
That's what you got TikTok and selfies for, man.
Yeah, and I don't have a lot of that shit set up really yet, because I felt like it was kind of pointless before I had shit to really plug. But I have the accounts kind of put together, but I'm not plugging them yet, because once the album's out, I will. But you know,
yeah, dude. Yeah, thanks for coming on again, man. This was good, especially for just a last minute throw together. This went really well.
Yeah, solid little hour. I thought like it was fun. Yeah.
All right, so to everybody that watched tonight, thank you so much. For everybody that's gonna listen, thanks for wasting an hour of your life to listen. And I'll see you next time.
Yeah, name of my project is Wraith. Check me out. I'll probably be doing shows in a year or two. I don't know.
Hey, I'm actually when you have an album ready to go, I'll have you on the other show in the lounge with my
absolutely, yeah.
That'd be
cool.
We'll go through it and get some promotion to it.
It's very long. I wouldn't do it. It's very long. I wouldn't do it like sitting down with the whole thing. But we
can come up with like little segments. Yeah.
We'd pick choice cuts and stuff. Yeah, for sure. That sounds cool. But
all right, man. Well, hey, until next time, guys. We'll see you later.
All right. Have a good one.